Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bristol, Tennessee, and Tennessee High School basketball for game number 10 of the 2021 Arby Classic. Tonight's game features the host school, Tennessee High Vikings, versus the Long Island Lutheran High School Crusaders from Brookville, New York. Being the first appearance for the teams in the tournament, we'll start with the reserve player, beginning with the Crusaders. Number 2, Noah Toussaint. Number 10, Dylan Goodman. Number 11, Matthew Mahoney. And number 12, Nathan Dingo. Your starters for the Crusaders. At guard, 6'2", senior, number 1, Jaden Pierre. At guard, 5'11", junior, number 3, Jaden Reed. At guard, 6'6", junior, number 4, James Johns. At forward, 6'10", junior, number 20, Andy Najai. And at forward, 6'9", senior, number 21, Finley Sheridan. The Crusaders were led by head coach John Buck, assisted by Josh Corbin, Ron Hall, Jay David, and Jarrell Harris. And now for the Tennessee High Vikings, reserve player. Number 2, Josh Sasborn. Number 3, Colin Brown. Number 5, Xander Phillips. Number 11, Brandon Floyd. Number 12, Jimmy Phipps. Number 13, Jack Singleton. Number 15, Marcus Phelps. Number 24, Luke Contrill. And number 50, Will Broadfoot. Your starters for the Vikings. At guard, 5'10", junior, number 0, Ty Hobson. At guard, 5'9", senior, number 1, Isaiah Foote. At guard, 5'10", junior, number 4, Maddox Fritz. At forward, 6'6", junior, number 20, Brandon DeFore. And at center, 6'2", junior, number 21, Austin DeGear. Vikings are led by head coach Michael McLean, assisted by Neil Phillips, Chase Bowery, and Roger Clark.
Good evening and welcome. This is the Viking Sports Network, VSN. I'm your host, CJ Manahan. We are here for this evening's 7 o'clock game, the homestanding Tennessee High Vikings taking on the Long Island Lutheran High School Crusaders. Coming in from New York, this group highly touted, top 5 in the nation right now by Max Preps, but ranked number 4 in the country. 3 guys to keep an eye on for the Crusaders. Jaden Pierre seems to be their lead guard, number 1. He is currently committed to Providence. He is flanked by 2 juniors, James Johns and Jaden Reed, who are both in Rivals top 150 overall. So Tennessee High obviously going to face a challenge like they haven't faced this year, athleticism and sheer size-wise. To start the game, I believe, with a technical foul, very likely a situation where we had some dunking going on in the pregame warm-ups, which is a no-no in this particular case. So Brandon DeFore is going to take 2, miss his first one, hit the second, we'll take the second one out of bounds. So we'll get this thing started. Homestanding Vikings against the Crusaders coming in from Long Island. Should be entertaining. We'll get this thing up and running. Tennessee High starting with DeFore, DeGear, Hobson, Foote, and Fritz. Hobson with the ball, bringing it into the front court. He's guarded by number 3, Reed. Fritz on that swing over here with Foote. Got a man-to-man here, kind of a harassing man-to-man. Nice pick there by Reed. He's going to take it in strong, and the first 2 points of the game go to the Crusaders. Jaden Reed, nice left-handed bucket right there. It's like going to press this out. Kind of a full-court man-to-man. DeFore is being guarded by number 20 Njai, 6'10". DeFore creates kind of an interesting matchup in the fact that he's a 6'6" guy that moves well. But Njai was up to the challenge there. In that case, moving his feet well, using his length. Like a little bit of tangle of the feet there, and DeFore lost it out of bounds. Tennessee High is going to extend here in a kind of a man-to-man as well. Fritz on Pierre there. Kick to Johns in the corner, no good. Over to Foote, who's got that board on the long rebound. Looks like we're going to run, Tennessee High's going to run things through DeFore on the offensive end. Trying to create a matchup issue there and pull the Crusaders' tallest guy away from the rim. Fritz out to DeFore. A little jumper there from 15 feet, a little lean back, nice shot. DeFore with all 3 points here so far for Tennessee High. Coach McMeans, as he's wont to do, likes to extend that pressure. Pierre over to Johns. Again, Pierre's going to looks like going to run most of their offense through him. He's barking out orders at the top of the key. Tennessee High looks to be in a 2-3 here to start. Number 21, Finley Sheridan, another tall, lanky individual at 6'9", creating some more matchup issues. And there's another shot from Reed from the corner. Again, Reed almost really close to breaking the top 100 in the Rivals top 150, showing off here early on both his ability to get to the rim and his long-range game. Hobson having some trouble against him defensively. Fritz is able to save that. Over to DeGear. DeGear's got an open lane to the bucket, kicks out to Foot for 3. Got a good look at it, a little bit long. DeGear on the board, takes it up strong, no good. DeFore battling for it, but comes out of there with it in Pierre's hands. He kicks it ahead to Reed. Reed, nice behind the back dribble right there. Pierre step back jumper from 12, and it's good. 7-3 here in the early going. Again, Long Island, everything that they're cracked up to be. They'll be pretty explosive offensively. They got some really good guards and wings that are going to get up and down the floor quickly, and they seem to have that nice mid-range to long-range game as well. So presenting all types of challenges at all three levels here that Tennessee High is going to have to figure out a way to defend. DeFore pulling Njai out away from the basket. Little backdoor cut there to Foot. There's DeFore again getting himself in the middle. Good hands there by Pierre. Long arms reaching in. Fritz doing his best job getting back. Did a pretty good job there of cutting off that drive. But Pierre making a Division I level play right there, taking the contact, falling away off the glass, and good. So we're going to have a 30-second timeout here for Tennessee High. So a little bit more about what's going on here with these two teams. With Long Island, coached by John Buck. They had a really short season last year, COVID-related. I think they only played 3 games. So again, as I look up and down the rosters and all of this from a lot of these teams, it seems to be a theme. A lot of these teams really kind of were struck down by the COVID year last year. But this group seems to be very cohesive. As I look down their roster, they're all juniors and seniors, so they're all upperclassmen, and they seem like to be a pretty mature bunch just off of first impression, as well as long and athletic for certain. So 9-3 here in the first 3 minutes of the ball game. Tennessee High hanging in. Hobson bring the ball up the floor here, getting harassed out front. There goes Fritz turning the corner. Nice move to the rim. Left it a little bit short, though. Good D right there by Reed, cutting that off. Here goes Johns in the long run. And we got an offensive foul call there. Kind of a bang-bang play. Foot did a good job of getting himself back in position. The referee gave him the benefit of the doubt in that case. So first team foul. Actually, second team foul on Long Island. The technical foul counting as the first. Heading up on the midway point here in the first quarter. 9-3 so far. So Tennessee High having a little bit of trouble getting their offense started. The length and athleticism that Long Island brings to bear is definitely being seen. Good attempt there defensively by Njai, but he got a little bit of hand. He's going to pick up a foul there. Tennessee High out of bounds. DeFore to key it in. Into Hobson. Reed out there to meet him at the half-court stripe. Fritz over to DeGear, across the way to DeFore. It's a little pin down action there for Tennessee High. Hobson thought about it there for a second, just couldn't quite secure that ball quick enough. Good action there. There's Hobson with the open jumper, but again, that length from Pierre coming off a play, take that thing strong, took it up and tried to hammer it home, left it off the back of the rim. Pretty spectacular play, but nothing hurt there for the Vikings so far. Good kick, nice play there by DeFore. Good anticipation on his part. He snags that pass. Kick over to Hobson. Nice up and under move there. Still couldn't quite get free. There's Fritz. Tennessee having a hard time getting shots off. Good discipline play. head fakes, ball fakes to be able to get Long Island off the ground. But again, that length is bothering Tennessee High right now. There goes DeFore with a nice move. He's going to go up in there and score off the glass. Good opportunity, but did not go down for him. Here goes Reed in the front court. Kicks over to Johns. Back to Pierre. Cross to Njai. He's got a good look at a three. Left it a little bit short. Good box out there by Foot. Nice play by him on the backside. Using his strength. Under 3 to go. First quarter. Nice move by Hobson. Little floater, left it a little bit short though. Again, going up against a 6'9" player in Sheridan. There goes Reed on the blow by, very quick with that initial dribble. Good change of pace, change of speed there. Got himself into the lane, fouled. It looks like he may have been on the floor first. The little hand check out front. You definitely see that with Reed's game. He is really explosive. Went from just kind of a regular old dribble, and within 1 or 2 steps in one dribble, he's off at full speed. Well, 1-4 high here for the Crusaders. Dive down low, no good. Got a foul though on the way up. Looks like Fritz is probably going to pick that foul up. Nice cut there by number 11, Matthew Mahoney. Got himself a good position there. So Maddox Fritz, that's his first. Team's second foul. Sheridan out to Johns for 3. Got a good look at it, knocked it straight down. Good look, good inside-out action there. Sheridan using his height advantage to see over the defense. Tennessee High, a couple of substitutions in. We got Josh Sizemore in and Will Broadfoot as well. Pierre, top of the key 3, straight on, good. So starting to heat up here. The Crusaders starting to find their stroke. And they've pushed this lead out to 12 points here with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Tennessee High seem to be hanging around, looking to get that some offense going. The last 2 possessions down there for the Crusaders have been 2 buckets from long distance. Nice move there by Maddox Fritz. Good strong drive. Got himself up in the air and undercut a little bit. Going to get himself 2 free throws. Foul right there on number 21, Finley Sheridan, his first. Fritz with 2 free throws. First one is up and rattles off. Reed back in the game for Long Island. He's going to give Johns a break. Second free throw for Fritz is up and good. Marcus Phelps in the game for Tennessee High, going to give Isaiah Foot a break. 2-2-1 pressure here set up by Coach McMeans and the Vikings. Pierre to bring it up for Trapp. Nice pass there. Really good look to Sheridan on the backside. Did a good job of placing himself well, and Pierre did a great job of spotting him right over the top of the defense for the dunk. Sizemore, a little dribble handoff action with Fritz. He's going to make a similar move to the last play down. That time it was stripped away. Ball kicked ahead to Reed. He's going to pop a 3 and knock it down. 2 in a row for Jaden Reed. Smooth move there from the perimeter. Was able to step into that one and knock it down. Pushing the lead up to 16 points. 20-4 now with Long Island Lutheran over Tennessee High. Into the game here, we have Colin Brown coming in for Maddox Fritz. Minute and 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Ball into Brown. Guarded by Pierre as he heads into the front court. To DeFore. Looking to create inside Broadfoot. Good position there by Broadfoot. Get a good job of walling off his defender, and that's going to be Sheridan's second foul. Good positioning there. Njai back in for Sheridan, picked up his second. 5 team fouls now for Long Island. Brown to key it into Phelps. Phelps got a look from the corner, and it's good. 3-point shot. Marcus Phelps, no hesitation. Straight up, knocked it down. Good out-of-bounds play, good execution right there by the Vikings. There's Reed again from the corner. Off the rim, a good backside rebound by Broadfoot there. Brown in the front court. Pierre doing a really good job of keeping Tennessee High's guards from turning the corner. DeFore against Reed here. Good tip there by Reed. DeFore is able to get a hand on it. Brown from the corner for three, and it's good. Back-to-back threes by Tennessee High. Cuts the lead back to 10. Nice offensive execution on both sides there. Pierre snaking through the middle. Looks like he was fouled, yeah. We'll reach in foul there. He's tough to keep in front. Really athletic guy who's got great length. And that first step, again, is explosive, which is allowing him to get to the lane pretty much at will. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. Foul there was on DeFore. That's his first. Team third. First shot is up and rattles home. 2 big possessions there by Tennessee High to keep this game from getting out of hand early. A couple of shots from almost exact same spot in the left-hand corner by Brown and Phelps. Second free throw's up and no good. And out of bounds off Tennessee High. Long Island Lutheran will keep possession. Pierre's going to trigger it in here for the Crusaders. Into Mahoney in the corner. Went off again, no good. Sorry, that was Caden Mingo in the corner there. Rebound by Tennessee High, and then Reed's going to pick up the foul. Maybe the one complaint for Long Island Lutheran there, it's 6 fouls already here in the first quarter, so Tennessee High is going to be shooting 101 for here for the rest of the half. So corner to Sizemore. He takes on Pierre. DeFore for 3, up and off the glass, almost knocked that one down. After one, we've got a 21-10 Long Island Lutheran lead over Tennessee High. Tennessee High with back-to-back three-pointers there to cut the lead down and stay in this ball game here. 11-point lead as we head to the end of the first and into the second. We will be back shortly for the second quarter. Welcome back to VSN, the Viking Sports Network. We're coming to you live here from Bristol, Tennessee High School, Viking Hall, the 38th annual Arby's Classic. We have the Crusaders of Long Island Lutheran, number 4 team in the country, according to Max Preps, taking on the homestanding Tennessee High Vikings. 21-10 is our count right now. Long Island in the lead as we start the second quarter here. Tennessee High did a good job of hanging around there. Early jitters, as you would expect in a game of this magnitude, but with a couple of really nice execution plays of execution there towards the end of the half there, getting a couple of threes to stay in this ball game. Drive there by Johns, no good. Good challenge there by Will Broadfoot, and DeFore was able to secure the board. Colin Brown into the front court here for Tennessee High. This is another chance for Tennessee High to cut into that lead. Nice move by DeFore, takes it strong to the rim, no good. Off the backboard, it's a little bit strong. Here comes Pierre up the court, kicking straight over there to Reed. Reed's going to take it strong, up and under with a beautiful move. Reverse layup right there. Jaden Reed showing off his explosiveness, why he's a top 100 recruit in the country going into 2023. Pretty move there, the left hand going baseline in that case. There's DeFore over to Sizemore for 3. Had a good look at it, and there it is. Tennessee High finds another. It's 3 in a row for Tennessee High off of those looks. Sizemore was able to step into that one and knock it down, cut the lead down to 10. Got his hand on that pass too. Nice D there by Sizemore. Ball is back in the Vikings' hand, looking to cut this down single digits. DeFore isolated top against number 11, Mahoney. Going to run dribble handoff action with Marcus Phelps. Marcus hit one of those threes in the first quarter. There goes DeFore up 4-3. Ball kicks long, no good. Kick ahead to Johns. He's going to take it on to DeFore. DeFore did a good job there of using his body to wall that off and was able to pick Johns' pocket right there. And Tennessee High now has the ball back in the front court. So action picking up here a little bit. Nice hands there by Johns. He was able to poke it away, but Phelps dives for it, gets dirty there. And then we have all kinds of action going on. Really quick hands here by the Crusaders, finding Tennessee High's ball handling to be just a little bit loose. And that's DeFore picking up his second foul there before Reed could run out. Wholesale substitutions here for Tennessee High. We've got Foot back in the game, as well as Xander Phillips. And then we've got Sheridan back in the game for Long Island. Looks like Long Island 4 starters in the ball game, plus number 12, Caden Mingo. Foot on the ball against Pierre. Tennessee High playing in their man-to-man here. The Sizemore after Mingo in that case. Good hands there by Broadfoot to keep that ball out of the post. Again, Tennessee High playing good aggressive defense here in this case. Phillips dives down, kick back out to Mingo for 3. Off the backboard, no good. Back iron, no good. Excuse me. We got a foul on the rebound here. And Isaiah Foot across the wrist. Picked up his second foul. Tennessee High staying within striking distance here. It's just a 10-point game here with a little under 6 to go in the second quarter. Pierre at the top of the key. Kicking over to Reed. That pair has been the most effective part of what's going on so far with Long Island Lutheran's game. Mingo kicks in to Njai. Over to Sheridan, takes it up strong and scores. Good interior passing there by the Crusaders. 6'11 to 6'9. And the 6'9 lefty, Sheridan, is able to score in that case. Foot back across to Brown. Got a man-to-man action here by Long Island. Pretty exclusive here so far in the first half. Brown's got a good look at a 3. Takes it up strong, knocks it down. Second in a row for Colin Brown. Shooting the ball very confidently. The ball barely touched his hands before he let that one go. 2 threes from similar spots on the floor. Good movement on his part. A little pitch and catch action there. Was able to knock that 3 down. Second of the ball game, bring Tennessee High into single-digit territory here. 25 to 16. There's Reed with that step-back jumper. Man, he's silky. Silky smooth. Everything he's put up so far has been kind of in that same vein. Long-distance shots, nice drives to the rim, reverse layups, and there, a nice little step back, showing off pretty much every part of his game so far. Good trap there by Long Island. Caught Phillips there in the corner. Slid his pivot foot. Got a turnover. Tennessee High ball back to Long Island. 27 to 16 as we come up on the halfway point of the second quarter as we head into the end of the first half. Johns in the corner. Good job by Phillips to cut that off. Stays with it strong. Over to Sheridan. Looks like that was out of bounds off of Long Island, and it was. Back to Tennessee High. Pretty good defense there by Tennessee High, keeping Johns, who again is another top 150 player in that junior class, from turning the corner. Foot working with Brown. 2 guards coming off this, working against this press. Ball off of Long Island. Ball bounced out of bounds right there. Again, Long Island inviting Tennessee High to dribble into those corner areas. That's where those trap areas are normally found. Colin Brown found that out in that case, but was fortunate to keep possession of it. The ball was knocked out of bounds off of a Crusaders player. Again, they are really aggressive at the top of the key here, going after after dribbles. They've been coached really well to keep their hands low. Yeah, there's a little, probably would have been a foul on Johns there, but we had a illegal screen first. Broadfoot was not set. So we got 16 fouls both ways, so each team will be in the bonus for here the rest of the first half. Johns for 3, up and off the rim, no good. Broadfoot with the rebound right there. Brown coming into the front court. Tennessee High here in transition. John's length on Brown. Nice move there by Brown. He's going to find himself at the free throw line. Did a good job of warding off that initial pressure. Leaned into Johns there and caused that hand check foul to be called. So he's going to get himself to the free throw line. Savvy move by the freshman. He's going to get himself to the front end of a 1-and-1. Again, Tennessee High want to stay in this ball game. These are the shots they got to make. Got to make these front end of 1-and-1s. Anytime you get to the free throw line, you got to execute. Brown's first shot is up and good. Second one coming. Earn that second bonus. The make right here, bring Tennessee High back again into single-digit territory. The Vikings kind of hanging around here in this early phase. Second shot is up and off the rim, no good. Ball into Reed's hands, being harassed there by Fritz in the full court. Here goes Johns. Nice move there, but poked away by Colin Brown. Freshman playing at a high level here since he's come into the ball game. The spotlight not too big for him this evening. Here goes Fritz off the dribble, and again, that's just where Tennessee High's had so much trouble with DeFore going hard after that, but he's going to pick up his third foul. In that case, again, that's been a sort of the bugaboo here for Tennessee High at the top of the key, losing the dribble a lot up there. Of course, we got really active hands, good athletes here with Long Island, but they've had really hard time turning the corner against those guys, especially in that top of the key area. So the dribble handoff action has been bringing turnovers, and that's been it's part of the reason why Long Island's got this 12 going on 13-point lead here. And that's areas, I'm sure, of the game with up and down transition where Reed really shines. He's certainly the leading scorer so far for both sides. So Brown into the front court here. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Lead has just kind of suddenly ballooned to 13 in this last about minute and a half. Here goes Brown, taking it to the left. Right, cut off there nicely by Njai. Fritz back across, going up against Reed, looking to try to break him down off the dribble. Nice crossover there. Found himself in a little bit of trouble though. Good move there by Sheridan to slide his feet, cause the travel. Good job by Fritz initially to get by the initial defender, but again, you start getting into 6'9", 6'10", 6'11 territory. All of a sudden, it's harder to get shots off in those lane situations, especially the length that those guys bring. So Pierre, top of the key, kicks down to Mingo. Good job by Foot there in that passing lane. Couldn't quite secure it. Pierre's going to back him down. Nice kick up there to Sheridan, who misses the initial opportunity. Mingo takes it up strong there from that and rattles it home. So lead balloons to 15 here. Not bad defense by Tennessee High there. Just couldn't quite secure that offensive board. And just like in a lot of cases, you give teams second shots, they're going to take advantage of those opportunities. Brown up against Mingo here in the front court. Under 2 minutes to go. Good hands there by Mingo. Too much dribble in there by Tennessee High, and that's going to be the story of the night. Although he does miss the layup on the other end, but steals it right back. Good quick hands there by number 12. Mingo kicks it to Reed. With that one a little bit long. Njai's chasing it. No, he was able to save it, but into the hands of Colin Brown. And we're going to get a timeout here by Tennessee High, I believe. Action getting a little out of control, a little frenetic there. But really, no harm, no foul. We ended up with all that action and no actual scoring in that time frame. We've got a 30-second timeout. So we're going to just keep it here as we head into the waning moments of the first half. It's been a fairly tight ball game all the way through, really up until about the last minute and a half, where a couple of miscues on the offensive end by Tennessee High have led to some runouts by Long Island, and also Long Island taking advantage of their size in the half court, been able to get a couple of buckets here and also get themselves to the free throw line, pushing this lead out to 15 points. Currently 32-17 as we look at the last minute and 35 seconds of the half. So Tennessee High get a couple of quality offensive possessions here, a couple of buckets, a couple of stops, get this lead down to below 10 points before half. You got to feel good going into halftime against the number 4 ranked team in the country. Keep saying that, but again, it's not too many times you go up against teams of that caliber. So right here, I'm sure that's what Coach McMeans is talking about in that timeout. Got to be able to get a couple of scores, got to be able to get a couple of stops and go into halftime, staying in contention here, staying in touch with this Crusaders team. Hobson back in the ball game. Gives off to Foot, makes a nice move into the lane there, takes it up strong, no good. Again, throwing it up over the trees. Here comes Reed into the front court, kicks it up high to Pierre, who goes up high to get it and lays it in. Great hands right there to catch that pass, which was almost behind him by the time he caught it. Good look there by Reed to find his sort of streaking teammate, and he was able to go up high and finish that. So under a minute to go, 34-17. Again, Tennessee High needs a couple of at least one score and one stop here to finish out the half. Stay in touch here before we get to halftime. Hobson going up against the 6'11" Njai. Tried the inlet pass to Broadfoot, was not there. Reed saw that coming the whole way, almost an identical play to Pierre. That time he was able to go up high and hammer it down. Nice pass from Reed to Pierre, who finished with a plum in that case, pushing the lead out to 19. Fritz turns the corner. Nice drive there by Maddox. Fritz is going to get himself to the free throw line, and I believe he's going to pick up the third foul on Finley Sheridan there. Again, that's a fairly significant turn of events right there, as starting four-man for Long Island picks up his third right here before half. Back-to-back plays there by Reed to Pierre. Push this lead out to 19. Fritz has got 2 free throws coming. First one's up and good. Back in the game here is number 11, Matthew Mahoney. He's going to give Sheridan a break, who's picked up his third foul. Fritz with his second. That one is off the back rim and hit about every spot on the rim and dropped on through. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Pierre going up against Foot, 1 against 1. Behind the back dribble, fall away, good. That's tough. That's Division I caliber move right there. It's kind of that getaway dribble, which he was able to then step back and execute that shot. 5 seconds to go. Ball in Hobson's hands. Dribble handoff to Foot, who's got a long-range three up, off the back iron, and no good. So, after 2, we have Long Island Lutheran doubling up Tennessee High, 38-19. Game got just a little bit away from the Vikings there in that last couple of minutes. Lead was kind of hovering around 9 or 10 points, but then we had a couple of runouts there by the Crusaders, and they, again, showing off their athleticism in that case, with their guards really leading the way. So, as we go into the third quarter here, we'll have about a 10-minute break here for halftime, and we will be back here shortly to take you through the second half of this ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, AB Commercial Properties is your one-stop development of shopping centers, retail, medical, and restaurant locations. With a professional leasing and management team, they offer the most attractive commercial sites for your business needs. If you want to open a new location or relocate an existing business, they have locations around the Tri-Cities and New York. Find them on the web at www.abmcp.com. AB Commercial Properties.
Welcome back to the 38th annual Arby's Classic. I'm your host, CJ Manahan, here on the Viking Sports Network. Halftime stats, let's run these down. First off, really high-level shooting from Long Island Lutheran. You'd expect that from a team as highly ranked as they are. But overall, 16 for 28 from the field, shooting an extremely high percentage. 12 of 17 from 2, and a certainly respectable 4 out of 11 from 3. Tennessee High, on the other hand, I mean, what's keeping them in the ball game is their three-point shooting. 5 out of 8 from 3, keeping that with that stat. Pretty timely stuff from them. But again, facing a 19-point deficit at halftime. Some individual stats here, starting with Long Island. A couple of things really stand out. Jaden Pierre, Providence commit, high-level player. 16 minutes in the first half, 14 points on 6 of 8 shooting. 5 out of 6 from 2. Jaden Reed, who I felt like was probably the most electric player in that first half, in terms of both scoring and his passing. 15 points, 6 out of 7 shooting, and 4 out of 4 from 2, with a 2 out of 3 from 3, and also with a couple of really nice assists mixed in there as well. For Tennessee High, the big bright spot in the first half was Colin Brown, freshman, came in and really kind of sparked Tennessee High. He's got 7 points leading the way for the Vikings, making 2 out of 2 from 3 in that kind of bridge area between the first quarter and second quarter. But he really was Tennessee High's most consistent player in that first half. So Tennessee High with pretty heavy mountain to climb here as we move into the third quarter. Again, anytime you look at these types of scenarios, from a coaching perspective, you're always talking about the first 4 minutes of this quarter. The first 4 minutes are going to be the key. And when you're trailing by a fairly decent margin, what you're telling your team is, this is our chance to get back into this ball game right here, because after halftime, you will oftentimes see teams with a big lead go through kind of a lull period, and you got to take advantage of that. On the flip side, if you don't play if you don't take advantage of that first 4 minutes, these are the types of situations where you can get yourself buried. with already facing a 19-point deficit, you can't really afford for this to go any further. So I'm sure Coach McMeans, talking to his guys, basically said, hey, we got to make this happen in the first 4 minutes. Cut this lead down from 19, maybe down towards the 10-point mark. Definitely have it down to 10 by the end of the third. So you got an opportunity going into the fourth to kind of get yourself into a position where as the fourth quarter wanes, you got a chance to win the ball game. So the psychology behind that's kind of tough because when you're down 19, you want to try to get that back as best you can. But again, you can only get 2 or 3 points per possession, so it's got to be a series of scores and stops, consistent scores and stops. Get back in the ball game here. Tennessee High will have the ball here at the beginning of the third to start. Again, scores and stops. Scores and stops is what it's all about here in these circumstances. Easier said than done, obviously, when you're going up against a team the caliber of Long Island Lutheran. So, ball's keyed in by DeFore into Hobson's hands, over to Foot. Tennessee High running kind of a weave motion here into Fritz, back out to DeFore. So, good ball movement so far in this possession. DeFore pulling Sheridan, who's got 3 fouls away. Actually, both players have 3 fouls. DeFore takes it in nicely, but could not get it to go. Nice job by Sheridan there to be able to affect that shot without fouling. Nice defense there by Fritz, who was able to knock that ball off of Pierre's leg, and Tennessee High is going to retain or gain possession in this case. Hobson to key it in, into DeFore, takes it up strong. He's fouled right there by number 20, Njai. Well, it might have been a push on the floor, though. It seemed like that whistle came pretty early, and it is. Ball's going to be out of bounds. On the foul on the floor. Second foul in the early phase. Tennessee High, ball back in. Hobson down low to DeGear. Tennessee High getting a little bit stagnant here in this portion of the possession. Dribble handoff there, lost by Fritz. Ittenjai with the long arms was able to knock that away. Johns takes it strong to the rim. Nice step through and count the bucket. Foul there on DeGear. He's trying to get back. Nice, really nice little long Euro step move there by Johns. Again, showing off why he's another top 150 recruit in the country. Didn't have a great first half, but you can see just by the way he carries himself, the way he plays. Really athletic guy, can shoot it a little bit. Probably 6'5", 6'6". Just a junior, so he's still got another year to go. Impressive player in his own right. So Hobson being guarded tightly by Reed. Brings the ball in the front court, kicks to Foot. Tried to turn the corner there. Good job by Reed to keep him out. Fritz, dribble handoff, kick to Hobson. Nice cut there by Foot, missed him. Hobson will dribble high screen there, action with DeFore, a little 2-man game. DeFore going up against Njai here. Again, pulling their biggest player away from the rim. Trying to take it strong to the rim. Does that time, gets around the corner and scores. Nice move there by DeFore. He's had several opportunities with that. Even just had a hard time finishing. There, he did that nicely, getting all the way to the rim, finishing with the right hand. Johns down low to Njai, off of DeFore's foot. Good job by digging down there. Keep that from being an easy bucket for the Crusaders. Nonetheless, Long Island's going to take the ball out of bounds. Pierre's going to key it in. He finds Johns in the corner. Picked up his pivot foot there. Quick turnover. Good closeout there by DeFore. Tennessee High gains possession. Again, kind of the extended man-to-man pressure has been Long Island's MO all night. Really putting a lot of pressure on Tennessee High's guards as they bring the ball up the floor. Hobson, in this case, is the recipient of that. It to a certain extent is killing Tennessee High's movement, and there's too much dribbling going on out in the front court. Not enough ball movement. But that's a product of some really good and disciplined defense on Long Island's part. They got long guards who are athletic and quick, and it's not taking anything away from Tennessee High. It's just a tough thing to do. Nice pass there by Reed. Finds Njai down low, who hammers it home. Maybe been Reed's most impressive trait is his vision. He's found guys open in positions all night long for easy buckets. So the assists there have been really impressive on his part. Njai up to Pierre. It's a good foul there by Fritz, not not giving up an easy bucket. A little transition action there. Nice pass by the big man. Good defense to him, and found his lead guard streaking down the middle of the floor. He took it up strong. Couldn't quite finish, though. But again, good challenge there by Fritz to put him at the line. 43-21 currently here with five and a half to go here in the third quarter. Pierre's got two free throws coming. First one is up and good. Colin Brown back in the game for Ty Hobson. Brown was effective in the first half off the bench. Coach McMean's hoping for that same type of productivity here in the second half. Second free throw for Pierre is good. Pair of threes there. Brown going up against Reed. Brown into the front court. Reed giving him the pressure there, and he got him. Experience there from the junior. Saw that dribble coming and was able to pilfer that from Brown to take it down for an easy two. Here's DeFore in the front court, taking it strong against Injai. Nice pivot. Very nice move there by number 20, Brandon DeFore. Excellent body control, and was able to score there off of that reverse pivot. There's 2 buckets in a row for DeFore. Well, but Sheridan is able to take that up strong, missed it, passes it off to Johns. Johns cleans up the mess. Sheridan did a good job of tipping that ball to himself after the initial miss, and then found Johns with a nice cut to the rim. Johns is able to finish, push the lead up to 49-23 here as we move into just about the halfway point of the third quarter. Fritz off the dribble, takes it strong to the rim, no good. Affected again by the length of Sheridan. Injai kicks ahead to Reed. Reed up to Johns, who's going up high to get it, and he is able to hammer it down. Again, Reed has been finding that type of play all night long. His vision has been a bit impressive. DeFore off balance, no good. Right, rebound though by Fritz. He's able to secure it, kick it out to DeGear. DeGear over to Foot. Foot sizes up Reed. Reed does another good job of getting his hand on a pass right there. John's taking up strong again and is able to load it in, and good. Nice play by number 4. Johns takes it up strong and scores. Johns with an and one there, going to the free throw line for 1. One free throw for Johns here. It's up and good. That pushes the lead up above 30 points here as we get to the halfway point of the third quarter. 54-23. Long Island over Tennessee High. Foot in the corner. Kicks off the rim unintentionally. Kind of a crazy play. Ball hit the rim. Kicked unintentionally. Kicked to Phelps, who happened to be streaking in. Grabbed it. Took it up strong. He's fouled. He's going to take himself to the free throw line. Marcus Phelps for 2. Foul on number 1, Pierre. First shot's up for Phelps, and it's good. Second shot on its way. Also good for Phelps. 5 points for Marcus this evening. Made 3 in the first half. Pierre into the front court. Attacks. Kicks over to Johns. Got a good look at a 3. It's a little short, though. Good battle there by DeFore. Kicks ahead to Brown. Ball goes to the corner. Back to DeFore. Over to Foot. He sizes things up. Takes it strong into the lane. Back out to DeFore. DeFore looking to turn the corner. Get a little bump. Oh, and he get a call. Offensive foul on that. Not the best call I've seen all evening. More of a classic block there, looked like. But DeFore is called for his 4th foul. Must have thought that he dipped the shoulder in. Ball back to Long Island. Into Sheridan. Turns the corner there. Up. Right hand, no good. Oh, look like an over the back call there in that case. Good job by Broadfoot there, moving his feet. Turned, got a decent box out. And that's the 4th foul on number 21, Sheridan. Ball back to Tennessee High here with just a little bit over 3 to play. Some full court man-to-man here by Long Island. Colin Brown going up against his counterpart, number 3, Jaden Reed. Reed's been a really effective player all night, doing a great job defensively. Got a little reach-in foul there, though. Been really aggressive all evening, and he's had a really good ability to kind of anticipate Tennessee High's dribble moves, using his superior quickness to be able to kind of cut off dribble lanes, and really has had great anticipation skills with his hands, getting several steals as Tennessee has tried to turn the corner on these dribble handoffs, leading to easy buckets on the other end. Brown, as advertised right there, Reed reaches in, quick hands going up to Johns, and he's able to lay it home. A little alley-oop action. Reed's probably getting pretty close, if not already, to double-digit assists. Most of them have been of that caliber. Good vision. He's been able to get all of that together in that capacity. Again, same thing. Real active hands. Tennessee had just doing a little too much dribbling up front. They know that these guys are really anticipating those types of plays. A little bit of ball movement through the pass would be an effective way to counteract that. But again, easier said than done against these talented guys that Tennessee High is running up against. Offensive board there by Long Island. Kicked over. Number 11, Mahoney. Ball back in the hands of Reed. Dribbles through the double team, and we got a foul, looks like. Reach-in foul, probably. Yep. Foul on the floor. Number 1, Isaiah Foote, picks up his 3rd. We'll break in the action, a little cleanup here. Impressive quarter here by Long Island. They came out of the half ready to extend this lead, and they've done that from a 19-point lead at halftime out to 31 here in the first 6 minutes of this quarter. Talented team, really focused on harassing Tennessee High's ball handlers and trying to get out in transition, and they've been able to accomplish that. Really from the second quarter, about mid-second quarter on. That's how this lead has grown to the level that it's at. Transition buckets off of steals have been the name of the game. Nice move there by Njai. Good inlet pass there by Johns. Njai using some pretty nice, nifty footwork there, up and under, and he's going to get himself 2 free throws. First shot's up, and it's a little short. Second one coming. Second shot's up and good. Just under 2 to go, third quarter. 57-25. Long Island over Tennessee High. The 4 with the ball out front. Good hands there by Mahoney. That foul is going to be on number 20, DeFore, and I believe that'll end his night a little early. It's his 5th foul. We're going to see Luke Cottrill in the ball game, replacing DeFore in that case. That's going to send Mahoney to the line for a 1-on-1. First shot's up, and off the rim, no good. Going up high to grab that is Njai, and he is going to be tied up. And the ball is going to stay here on this end with Long Island. Pierre to key it in. kicks to the corner to Johns, who got a good look at it. And off the rim, no good. Scramble for it, and we got another tie up here. This one will belong to Tennessee High. Josh Sizemore going to check in for the Vikings. Sizemore, Brown, Cottrill, Phelps, and Broadfoot in for Tennessee High at the moment. Sizemore going up against number 1 Pierre in the full court. High ball screen there with Phelps. Ball's lost. Johns is able to come out of there with it. Pierre kicks ahead. Goes. Nope, we got an offensive foul there. Yep. 2-0 Injai with the push on the backside. Mahoney went strong there. Missed it. We got a push on the backside on the box out. Injai his 4th. 1 minute to go here in the 3rd. 5 team fouls on the Crusaders. High ball screen action here. Double team off of that. And we got a foul on Pierre. That'll be the 6th team foul for Long Island. So both teams in the bonus from here on out. Caden Mingo in the game, replacing Mahoney for Long Island. Ball triggered in by Sizemore. Cottrill back to him. Less than a minute to go here in the 3rd. Reverse dribble there by Brown. Nice move in there with the left hand. Couldn't quite get it to go. Quality move, though, there by Colin Brown. Ball's lost off of Mingo's foot. Tennessee High regains possession. 39.5 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Yep. Brown going strong. It looks like he's going to draw a foul there on Reed. And that's going to send Brown to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Tennessee High. Reed picks up his 3rd foul. Good aggressive move there by Brown. Earned himself a free throw trip. Makes the 1st. 2nd free throw opportunity for Brown coming. Into the game, we got Jack Singleton placing Marcus Phelps. 2nd free throw here for Brown. That shot's up and off the back rim, no good. Mingo with the board. Into the front court. Long Island look for that last shot probably here in this case. As I say that, Mingo pulls up from 15 feet, left it a little bit short. Injai missed that one. Good board there by Broadfoot. Tennessee High now with maybe an opportunity to round out the 3rd quarter with the final shot. 10 seconds to go. Brown going hard to his left. Takes it up, no good. Cottrill goes sky high for that rebound. Grabs it and scores. And that cuts the lead under 30 to 57-28 here at the end of the 3rd quarter. So after 3, good quarter there for Long Island, pushing their 19-point halftime lead out to 29 and putting this game in really tough stead for Tennessee High. Now we're going to probably start to see some rotation in by both sides. We'll be back here shortly. Be back with us here for the 4th quarter. Welcome back to the 38th Annual Arby's Classic. We are here for our 7 o'clock game this evening. We're in the 4th quarter, getting ready to start. Long Island Lutheran everything that they have been advertised to be. Quick, athletic, long, transition-oriented, but really defensively is where they have been most impressive. Turning defensive steals into quick offensive strikes, pushing a lead out to now. Was above 30 for a good portion of that third quarter. Ended up the third quarter at 57-28, 29-point lead as we head into the fourth. And Long Island will have the ball to kick it off. Sticking with their starters to start the fourth here. My guess is that probably won't last super long. Nice out of the quarter play right there. Nice setup. Getting the ball to Najai. Down low, using his 6'11 frame to start the quarter off with 2 points. Brown into the front court, working off a Cottrell screen. There's Singleton. Back to him. He's got a little bit of a different lineup in here for Tennessee High. Younger group with a freshman, two freshmen, a couple of sophomores, and one senior in Luke Cottrell. Good experience for these guys, playing against some really high-level competition. About as high-level competition as you're going to find. Cottrell takes it strong, but Johns rejects it. Find Reed into the front court. Real silky smooth player. Finds his way quickly by Sizemore for 2. Reed seems very under control. Obviously explosive, but never seems to be out of control. A guy that really seems to understand angles really well. His vision has been, as I've complimented him on several occasions, and he deserves it. He sees the floor really well. Really an unselfish guy. Probably, if he doesn't have a double-double, it's close. Nice move there by Colin Brown, finishing over the top of the taller player. I'm guessing he's got close to 10 assists. He definitely has double-figure points, so been impressive to watch. Johns for long-range 3, drills it. That pushes the lead up to 34, 64-30. We head up on the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter, final frame. Brown working against Sheridan at the top. Sheridan playing at kind of the top against this dribble handoff offense against Tennessee High. Brown off the Cottrell screen. Looks to turn the corner there on the taller player. Comes Sizemore off of that. Tennessee High kind of trying to turn that corner up top against this long athletic defense. There goes Sizemore using his speed to get to the rim. Got it up on the glass. Couldn't quite finish it though. Johns gets the run out here and he hammers it home. That's been kind of the story of the game too. There's been quite a few of those run-outs with Long Island using their athleticism to both snatch the ball off the glass and then also create turnovers and then getting their wings really out quickly to be able to get to the rim and finish. So we got, as promised, we got some rotation happening here. Ty Hobson in the game for Tennessee High along with Xander Phillips and Braden Floyd, I believe. And then we have, and Jimmy Phipps as well. And then we have number 10, Dylan Goodman in for Long Island. Imagine we'll be seeing a little bit more of that now that this game is well in hand. And about 5 minutes to play. There's Njai right there, a little shuffle of the pivot feet. Let's see. Number 2, Noah Toussaint in the ball game for the Crusaders. Rotation starting to happen at a pretty high rate here. Hobson into the front court against Toussaint. Off a Phipps screen. Little crossover dribble, hits it into Phipps right there. Nice move by him. Battling down low. Here comes Floyd off of that. Lost the ball out of bounds. And it heads back to Long Island. Johns in the front court, splits the trap. Over to Goodman. Good patience here by the Crusaders. In no real hurry. Sheridan takes it down low, and he's going to get an offensive foul call, and I think that's going to end his night. Be his 5th foul, I do believe. He's going to be replaced in the lineup by number 11, Matthew Mahoney. Both teams have 18 fouls here. Got a running clock here with a 35-plus point lead. Hobson into the front court. Nice move by him. Up off the glass, no good. And there goes Njai again. Long, athletic fellow. Skies up above the rim to grab that rebound. Corner Toussaint for three. Good look at it, and he knocks it down. Set up well there. Shot it confidently. Hobson working top of the key, along with Phillips and Floyd. Jimmy Phipps coming up to set the screen. Floyd off of that. Dribble handoff action. Phillips. Nice reverse pivot there. Good kick out. Finds Phipps. Steps into it. No good. Battle for the board. Goodman comes away with it. Good offense there for Tennessee High. Good shot opportunity. There comes Mahoney for three. And he knocks it down. Good inside-out action there by the Crusaders. Pushing the lead out to 72-30 with about 2.5 to go. Hobson triggering the offense for Tennessee High. Phillips setting up Goodman there. Nice move. Really nice reverse pivot there by the freshman. Confident move. He's going to get himself to the free throw line for a pair. Two shots for Phillips. First shot is up and good. Phillips' second shot is up and also good. 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter, excuse me. Ball triggered in by the Crusaders. Tennessee High with some pressure. Ball's in, left in, and then Floyd is able to come up with it. Gets him a bucket there. All out full court pressure here by Tennessee High. Njai, that's going to be an offensive foul every night of the week, right? Nice job by Isaiah Foote stepping in. And I believe that might be Njai's fifth foul. It is. And that's the two starting big men for the Crusaders done for the evening. Pierre back in the ball game to replace him. Minute 23 to go. Hobson in here to the front court for Tennessee High. Marcus Phelps back in the game as well. He's got the ball at the top of the key. Looking for a three-point opportunity. Good piece of that by number 10, Goodman. Good defense there. Got a hand on that initial shot. Ball in Pierre's hands. Long Island content to move the basketball here. Under a minute to play. Toussaint takes it in strong, up off the glass, no good. Ripped out of there by Phelps. Pretty good defense, good defensive possession there for Tennessee High. Finish up this ball game. Under 30 to go. Floyd up against Goodman. Takes it strong to the rim. Lost it. Ball's kicked out long. Mahoney takes it up and finishes. As time runs down here for Tennessee High. Again, lessons learned against a really good ball club in Long Island. Looking forward to seeing the Crusaders as they work their way through this tournament. Really good guard play for them for sure. And really excellent top to bottom overall in terms of what they bring to the table. So they'll be an exciting team to watch. Final score 74-34 with Long Island coming out on top. Take a look at some post-game stats here real quick. Hold on a second. All right, so post-game stats coming up in just 1 second here. Pull them up, and we'll see how we ended up. Here we are. So final score 74-34. Long Island Lutheran on top. Led really from top to bottom by their lead guard, Jaden Reed. Ended up with 19 points on 8 of 9 shooting. And assist-wise, had 6. It says 6 assists here, 8 steals. I mean, he just was all over the court. James Johnson had a big second half. 20 points ends up being their leading scorer. Most of that damage done in the second half, and then obviously connected also with their lead guard, Jaden Pierre, Providence commit, who had 16 points as well. So they're the big three, Pierre, Reed, and Johns, as advertised, bring they bring a lot to the table. So 55 points just out of them. They'll be interesting to watch as we head through the rest of the tournament. We check out who they're going to be matched up against. Tennessee High led tonight by freshman Colin Brown with 10 points. No other Vikings in double figures. But again, just a tough matchup for the Vikings running up against the 4th-ranked team in the country this evening in the Long Island Lutheran Crusaders. So we've got one more game coming this evening. Our final game of the evening between East Hamilton and Tampa Catholic. So should be exciting. East Hamilton had a close victory yesterday. And we'll see exactly how that matches up here this evening. So our final game of the evening is scheduled for 8:30. So stick with us here. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes to kick this game off. And we'll see where the rest of this tournament leads. Exciting action here at the 38th Annual Arby's Classic. We'll be back with you in about 15 minutes.